Okay, so today we are going to be playing MinimalismVille, which is a 50-hour mapping challenge that took place on the 12th to the 14th of May, and basically contestants got 50 hours to make a map based around the theme of minimalism. So obviously this was, they could use dev textures, it was all based around fun, taking out everything that's unnecessary. I do have to say, just to start, I am a judge for this. I am the other judge aside from Philip, so this is the first time I've played the map. So what basically, and you have to understand this, what I say here is not my final judgment of the map by any means. I'm not going to, think of the maps as, as I said, my final judgment. I will play these maps again and I'll maybe spot stuff that I don't notice. I mean, playing it the first time, you kind of notice the main things, but you might notice other stuff. So I always go back and play them, and now I'm a judge, I'll obviously be playing them a few more times. So I just want you to understand that, because quite often I'll say something in my videos and some people will think I'm saying one thing, but the way it's interpreted is important. So just remember, I'm not judging them off this one playthrough. And yes, 21 entries this time, which I think is a record for Unfix Shoot Live. So congratulations to all those who entered, and thanks to Philip for putting on these mapping challenges. Okay, so after that long intro, it's time to jump straight in. So first map, I believe, is called Refinery, and it's full of dev textures. But as I said, we're basing this all on fun. If we have fun at the end of the map, we'll say, well, that was fun, that was good. So yes, I guess we kind of get like an open world lay feel to it, because obviously I don't know if we could run down that other way to the right there, but I guess we'll go and explore all these areas. So we've got the pistol. And a few crates. Now, I never quite... I'm never sure, because obviously, yeah, we can go down there, but I don't just want to like jump down there. Obviously, putting that up there is, I guess, just to add that extra bit of, interaction with the map instead of just running and picking it up. Right, so we can actually move down onto this next level. The music begins, signaling hopefully that something's going to happen, and we also heard, I think it was a combine noise. Obviously it must have been, yeah, you can hear like the Overwatch voice, so we know there's something going on, which is good kind of direction. And there he is on high. I can't quite see him from the sky, but that really doesn't matter. Good thing is these barrels, and they add basically another way of dispatching of these metro cops, basically, because giving the player extra ways of getting rid of the enemies is makes it just a more enjoyable experience. So we haven't used them, but that is fine. Right, we're just they're just running from a very long distance, which let's see, I am being shot from somewhere else. It's a bit, I'm just trying to get my bearings. So I'm not entirely sure what, if we're actually aiming for a specific goal, or if this is just an arena style map. Which, there's nothing wrong with the arena style maps, but it's just kind of making it known that there's rather giving it structure is probably the best way to go about it, instead of just randomly throwing, for instance in this case it's just the metro cops. Now, oh, I thought you couldn't go through there. Obviously there's some underground area. There's just a lot of more grenades. We haven't used our grenades. I guess we could have to take out some of these These guys, right. Now I'm lost. Where... Okay, we can't go through that one. Guess we'll try and see if we can go over here. No, we can't. Right. So, question is, where do we go? We've been that way. I think we've been this way. Yes. Maybe we'll try and make it back up to the top. I don't know if we need to... Oh wait, that's basically just where we were. Alright, I'm kind of getting the, the grips. The grips on how this map goes. Oh yeah, we can go around this way. Was there anything over here? There's just another crate up there. There's a lot of crates. Now, I don't know if that means that... Oh, there's another gun. Because there's rockets in here, but I don't know if there's going to be like a rocket launcher. I think we should probably be heading over there. If we can, that is. Again, there's just this kind of sense of... or lack of direction, which... could... if the place was smaller, I think it would be slightly better. Now, can we go through that gate? I'll tell you what, let's cheat. Oh. So question is, how do we get out of here? Because that's the underground area. Have we missed something important? Okay, so I'm going to try and go over this way. No, there's just a wall. There's just a wall there. Okay, so I started it again, and it appears that whenever I kill a combine soldier, one of these gates open, or like whenever I kill a few of the combine soldiers, but it doesn't seem to be like consistent, or at least I've not noticed any consistency at this early stage. So by this logic, another gate should now be open, because obviously I've tried piling up these barrels, which didn't work. And now I guess I'm just trying to go around and find a switch or something, perhaps? Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's any way through. Like, I searched around and there was like a few enemies who hadn't spawned and who weren't like running out onto the field of play, but you'd think that they would all... killing them all would open the gate, but that is not the case. I've also pillared up there. I went up as many places as I could. I probably missed a few places, but if if I can't get up, or find a way through, then I'll probably just have to call it a day with this at the moment. Maybe I'll probably just no-clip through the gate to see what's on the other side, but there's just nothing, there's no buttons or levers, or... We'll go back to the start and have a look. Okay. We don't have to jump, no? Doesn't look like it. And I've also tried, punting a few of these at the gate, but at the corner, I did a few at the corner, but there just didn't seem to be any effect. Obviously that's not a gameplay mechanic that's typically used, so I'm not sure if this map is either too hard or not working properly. Okay, we're now on the other side. We'll see if this works in its current state, or if it triggers the whole thing. Maybe we're not supposed to go through that side, but we can pick up all of these. And now do we fight? Yeah, I'm completely stuck at the moment on my first playthrough. It's probably blinding me obvious, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's over here, maybe we just missed like... Because we were obviously here before, we took what we needed. Okay, I'm going to have to move on to the next map. Downsized escape. We'll see how this one is. Okay, so there's immediately a vent. That's good. We can pick this up. Oh, get caught in the wall, and we're now going to crawl through the vent. Actually, was there anything? So, yeah, right, let's have a look. This map has a bit more detail than the last one we played. We just flushed the toilet, and that makes the sewage pipe burst, I presume. Now, can we get in here? Yes, we can. There we go, simple. Head crab moving out the way. A bit of visual there, while that door opens. I was expecting it not to, because the head crab went this way. Is that back at the start? So it's making good use of space. Obviously, you've kind of that's one of the things that you kind of had to do, and it's something that's nice to do in any Half-Life 2 map. Is just kind of make use of space, make sure that there's other locations that you can call back to. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I heard a glass smashing. We can easily take these guys out with a crowbar. Yeah, it's probably not, how you properly play that. Now we're outside, and that's it done. So that map, like every single element was decent, and I know I'm going to say it's decent, and then people are going to like post on forums trying to make me sound stupid. You know what I mean when I say decent? Like there was like the visual stuff where a head crab crawls out of sight. Yeah, it may not be like game changing or anything, but it's just little touches, and like I think that the like the water rising mechanic's good, but it could have had more thought to it instead of see the light, push the button, or flush the toilet or whatever, and then the water rises. And the battle could have been more intense, and without like free spawning enemies, it could have actually had like a proper, action sequence where you walk in and there's someone shooting at you, and then once you've killed them, another combine soldier comes out. Just something that's, intense, but not like intense as in like watching a really hardcore action movie. Just something that makes the player kind of even just a little bit excited would definitely spice that map up. And it didn't look bad, but obviously we're not judging it on looks. We're not judging any of these maps on looks. That doesn't come into the criteria. It's all about fun. So yes, there were good stuff in, or the things were going in the right direction, but it could have had more. Abstraction. Now this is interesting, it's a cool style. Is this going to create new game mechanics, I wonder? Oh my word, it's a Metro Cop who was a different colour than usual. Now he's coming after me. It's difficult to kind of orientate yourself. There we go. These guys are quite hard hitting. Is he looking out the window? Right, there we go. It's this is going to be really a bit more difficult now we've got guns. In fact, Have we missed something? Or are we just gonna have to run in waving the crowbar? I guess that's just the way to do it. I like how you can kind of tell these are windows. Like, this is the ultimate minimalism experience. It just seems... Yeah, like that, look at that. I like the fact that it's a good take on minimalism. Instead of just being minimalistic, it actually, like, has a very interesting take on the theme. So we'll just... You know, because it was clear what these two things were as soon as I saw them. Okay, shotgun soldier running straight towards you. Probably not a good idea just to have these enemies running towards you. That guy was fine because he was at a distance. Now... There we go. It's a really easy game mechanic to learn, and it's got more of Lee's power-ups or health. It's good how that guy was taking cover, oh dear. It's good how they're taking cover instead of just running straight at you this time. At least these guys did anyway. And once again, I don't think there needs to be one of these like at the end of every room. No, well, this is strange. Okay, we're against a hunter now. How are we going to take this guy? Good shotgun ammo. This can come in handy. And if you've noticed, it's changed colour a bit. Hello. Where is he? There he is. Just take him down, run away. I mean, the space isn't like the best for fighting a hunter, especially since it's just a square, more or less, like not counting this bit with just like 4 blocks. But it was sufficient. Okay. Now we're coming to this weird dimension place. Okay, so that was that. So it was a good game mechanic. Sadly, it was like a bit short, obviously, because it was the 50-hour challenge. So that's expected. The combat could have been better. I mean, I like the fact that you had like the Metro Cops with the stun sticks at the start, but then obviously you got the guns, and then it just became standard combat. And some of them ran at you, some of them actually hid and actually did a good job. So it's about really balancing the combat and maybe coming up with new ways of finding out how to get to the blue orb, or whatever you call it, the thing that opened the door, because that was something that could have been utilised a lot more to make it that extra bit fun. Moving on, Antguard. Alright, so that's actually the beginning. We've just got to, I guess, run. I'm just wondering... I think I know how this is supposed to go. Yeah, I think I kind of know what's supposed to happen. Yeah, we're supposed to do that, but with this. So we were supposed to move out the way the first time, but obviously because it was behind us, it was slightly different, and then we've got to do it again. Oh, surely that would have... Can't run fast enough. There we go, and we'll save the game. Probably in the worst place. Right, so obviously I think we now have to line him up. Yeah, I don't know how we're supposed to do this. I guess we've got to like stand in front of it. Okay, that didn't work. I'm having difficulty running, but yeah, I've only got so much power and this guy's like 10 times faster than me. Okay, I've just been punted. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to get away from this guy. We'll see if we can get him immediately. No, didn't happen. Okay, there's one, but... Okay, so he's starting to hit them now. Alright, so standing behind them obviously is the thing that... I'm only on 20 HP however, so this could be... Oh, I've left myself not enough room, have I? There we go. Okay. Now how do we get in there? And I got hit, but I got away. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. We're gonna have to try and take this again. And that's that done. It's all about kind of just leading him about. I mean, they're the only really... It's really the only game mechanic in it, which is fine, I mean, especially for the minimalism theme. I guess you do really need to watch your sprint bar. Now, why is he not... He doesn't seem to want to crash into this one. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I think it might be broken because it's not just charging. No, it's charging now, but it's... Right, here we go. Are you kidding me? But that breaks that, okay. That's frustrating, like, super frustrating. Alright, there's the first one down. Now I guess we have to, like, lead him far out here. Yeah, I'm not really getting a chance to make him charge. Like, you see, he's following me right there. There we go. Oh no, you can't just pick that thing up, which is a terrible... design choice, I would say. Right, let's go. No, that failed. That failed epically, right. Come on. Come on, Mr. Antlion. Or Guardian, or whatever you are. Antlion Guardian. Yep, line yourself up. I'm saving the game here, which may not be a good idea. What is he doing? Okay, I think this thing could be broken. You see...
Minor alterations detected.
Yeah, charge. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go, eventually. Oh no, there's another room. I mean, yes, more great gameplay now. He should probably be chasing us. I guess we better lead him through. Yeah, come on. Right, come on, come on. Save it. Always quick save. At least for me anyway. Oh. Quick save. There we go. I think that's the map done. Okay, so that map was really frustrating for me personally, but also as a gameplay, from a gameplay aspect, all it was just leading the antlion and the guardian rather, and crashing him into things, and it was a very faulty mechanic, which it may not be the fault of the mapper, but it certainly affected the way the map worked. So yeah, it was easy to learn the mechanic, but it was just not very exciting to use after a while, and it wasn't very reliable. Okay, the next map we're going to play is Shut Up. That's the name of the map, by the way. Alright. Is this map going to be a horror map? Someone's getting in trouble with their landlord. Is there going to be jump scares in this map, I wonder? So this is just the same way, so can't go through there. Can't go through there. There's stuff in the toilet. And I hear dripping some, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. You see, it sounds like... Or is that just the door being locked? Or the cupboard being locked, right? So you can't go through there. That was... I think that was a stroke of luck I found that. But maybe not, because there's like minimal... See? There's minimal things to do in this apartment. I see where this is going, okay? I'm gonna keep going. Obviously, I have to. Okay, maybe we can open up. No, we can't. That's interesting. Was that other thing hanging about somewhere? Could maybe try that down. Yeah, okay, that's... Oh, here he is. Hello. Oh gee, it's the guy from Exit 2 all over again.
I'm not even gonna tell you to shut up.
And I've just... What? Are you serious? Okay, I guess that was a good bit of fun. Like, it was fun, but it didn't really strike me as being a really good map. Because all you did is you had to put two things in the toilet. Okay, so that's it simplified. Yes, you had to look. And yes, there was that cool bit at the end when I closed the door and the guy, he you know, thingied out of control on the door. That was funny. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. I don't think there's ever been an entry like that before in any of the villas that I've covered, at least. Okay, next one's called The Test. Okay, so it's Portal, basically. Okay, it's probably not Portal. It's maybe Portal inspired, of course, because Portal's, you know, fairly minimalistic. Yeah, it's glorified Portal, which probably isn't a good thing. You know, it's not like, or rather, it's not a bad thing. It's actually quite cool how this guy's following you about. I think that's a... Not sure how I feel about the fact you could just walk into that and then die. I mean, it seems... Yeah, it seems a bit stupid, but, you know, well, you know, who am I to criticise? No, that's one of these mechanics that you kind of learn by just randomly trying, which I don't think is a very good way of teaching mechanics. Is just you work it out for yourself. Obviously, it has to only be on this pad as well, so it makes it even more difficult. Alright, so it's on a timer. It's clear that there's something going to happen, so it's actually, you know, decent in that respect. Where does this thing go? And I hear kind of that scary noise that I think it was a citadel, perhaps, that it was heard in. Kind of a back-masked vocal or voice. I don't know if you can hear it on the video. Okay, I'm dead. Good job. Okay, so we need to work this out nice and simply. I'm just wondering if this is like a reference to Punt or something. I'm sure some people who were involved in Punt were wanting to enter the competition. So I'd be surprised if it was one of their doings. Nope. And I'm dead again. Ah, there's a button here. Made it. Okay, so that wasn't like the most obvious thing ever. Now that's easy. Quick save. And it lags a bit. Ah, I died. Maybe we've got to like stand back and go like that. I don't know. Oh, I think I almost made it. Yeah, it doesn't appear you can get up here. I think it might be a bit broken. Or I've just not mastered how to do it. But I mean, it's pretty annoying, to be fair. Like... There we go, there we go. There, sorry, it wasn't broken. That's my fault. I got that wrong. I do apologise for that. I got caught up in the heat of the moment. Okay, so now we're on to the next test chamber, I presume. There we go. Again, a bit of trial and error. Okay. Interesting. Nice. Good. And you can also see what it does. Yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. So we're going to use the same mechanic. I mean, I know I could attempt to just go across. I was just checking. Obviously not. Is there anything behind us this time? There we go, and is the Combine guy still following us about? I don't know. Two, three. Okay, so it's not that long. One, two. Oh. There we go. Okay, just pretend that didn't happen.
Minor fracture detected.
Now this is interesting. We'll just drain that. Now, do we have to? Gotta do that. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if it should be like doing that. Ooh, there's a lot of punch on that. There we go. Get into an elevator. Map by ethosaur. Wow, who would have known? I told you it would have been someone who worked on Punt. Thank you for that, ethosaur. The map was interesting. It had a lot of good puzzles in there. It was pretty much minimalist. Yeah, it was a rip-off of Punt and Portal 2 and Portal 1. But still, you know. Next map is Rooms. Okay, Rooms. Obviously, we all know what's going to be in this map. Oh, sorry, I saved it. That's why it's lagging. If you're wondering why it's lagging, it's because I'm saving it, and I don't have a good PC at the moment. Not now. Not ever now. We can hear the manhacks. Get rid of all of these. So this looks like it's just going to be going from room to room. At the start anyway. Hopefully it picks up a bit. That's quite cool. It's nice how it's set up so that you just need to like throw a grenade. And then can we like get a grenade in there? Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, do we need the grav gun for this? And I think we might crash in a moment. Yeah, that was slightly laggy, just slightly. I wonder if this is going to lag it. Oh, look at that, that was crazy. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that room, I wouldn't have any of these things lagging the PC. Maybe it's just me though. Maybe everyone else will be fine. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have had 4 of these Combine soldiers. I would have just had like 2 underneath that thing. Okay, now we've actually got a gun. It's good how it's kind of not giving us anything quickly. How did I miss that? Okay, so that's how you do it. It's very dark. More fighting. Which, let's be fair, I mean, putting a ton of zombies in a room isn't, like, too much fun. I think what should be happening is it should still be keeping along the theme of having, like, new, unique ways of killing them, or like, presenting with a situation and then, like, how would you do it? Like, definitely more puzzle-orientated rather than combat-orientated. There we go, we've got a nice slot, and then obviously that light was just shining on this thing. Yeah, that's not ideal. And now there's... how many guys are there? And then somehow you've got the gravity gun. I'm not quite sure how that works. Well, actually, that's pretty cool. I mean, still not the best combat scenario. Okay, are they all down? It looks like they are. I don't know if that, like, opens this door up. I don't know where these guys came from. Okay, a couple of things. It was a good premise, the fact that you had, like, these rooms that, and there was different ways of completing them, but I would have made it more puzzle orientated, like the map before that was like Portal. I would have made it more like that instead of like adding in that combat there at the end. That just made it a bit messy and not very much fun. So yeah, basically also at the end there, make sure that if you want the zombies dead, then make sure the player has a chance to kill them, and then when all the zombies are dead, then make the map finish instead of the player just running into that room. But yeah, basically just, you know, go more a Portal style, but maybe have like the rooms different shapes and sizes instead of just like the same. Maybe, well, you kind of did, but at the same time it was a bit small. So in terms of minimalism, it has a lot, but then it was also like, you know, the combat was just off and it wasn't too much fun. Okay, next we've got destroy the generator. A very simplistic room. Ha! Okay, so what did that do? Did that open the thing at the other side? I'm quite low on health. Okay, oh, I'm dead. Darn it. Right. Oh, that was the issue we had last time, isn't it? These guys are really tough. Where is he? Oh, he's dead. And now we get some health. And some suit power. So far this map's a bit confusing. I mean, yeah, it's destroy the generator and there's like combine and buttons, but you never quite know what you're trying to achieve or what you know. I guess it's made clear to you after you've done it, although somehow I don't think that's a very good game mechanic. Okay, so now we push that button. The music starts and we get... Oh, come on, you have to be kidding me. Alright, so we've got the super grav gun. Don't say that's an excuse to put that many combined soldiers at you, though. Alright, with that map, it was very... Basically, it needed more character. Even though it's a 50-hour mapping challenge, you still need to have kind of that element of fun, if you know what I mean. Like, fighting, not to say that fighting isn't fun, it's just the fact that what was happening is you would just run into a room where there's 3 combined soldiers sneaking about, kill them all, push a button, go to another room, kill 3 combined soldiers, push a button, go into another room, push a button, and then fight a ton of combined soldiers. You know, if it had like more depth to it, even like in physical terms of the map, even though we're not judging it on actually how the map looks, if the map had more well, not corridors, but like styles of area, and even just like general puzzles or something else other than pushing a button, then it would have made that map slightly better. And yes, it's difficult to make a map in 50 hours. Like, I'm not denying that. What these guys have done is like great. Okay, so that was destroy the generator. I believe that was by HighFire. HighFire. Antichamber is next.
Dr. Freeman. Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again?
I'm just wondering what's going on here. Oh my word, we're actually in a room. I thought we were like still in the white screen. That's weird. Yeah, I could always go that way, right? Or maybe I couldn't.
I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition, Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... well, I'm really not at liberty to say.
Okay, so we're going up in an elevator. The colours have changed, which is quite cool. Oh, there he is. I just saw the G-Man. Oh.
I wish I could do more than keep an eye on you. Prepare
for unforeseen consequences. Alright, so that was obviously a really cool intro. You saw like some house getting destroyed. There's like invisible walls everywhere. Maybe that's actually like a... Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I have a gun. I get this. Okay, I maybe don't get it as well as I could have. And the music stopped, obviously. Oh, maybe we're just supposed to shoot it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're eventually learning on what to do. I noticed there's a place down there. I just wanted to see if there's anything up here. No, there's not. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can go down here. Okay, that's strange.
It seems as if you only just arrived. We'll see about that.
And now we're getting dropped into another situation. And there's combat. Quite a lot of combat, I must add. But we have the grav gun. I'm not sure how I feel about the grav gun. I mean, it's decent, but it's not. It's actually got to be worth something. If you know, you can't just have weapons in the grav gun. I feel. At least that's my personal opinion. I mean, the grav gun, obviously, same as in actual Half-Life 2, it was there when you didn't have any weapons, I believe. So it was only used for, you know. So I don't know if this is like the teleporter and we've got to wait for it to... Also, it's good that there's barrels there that you could use to get this guy. Oh yeah, you can just do that. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I just put it in slow motion mode there. So what next? That's the question. There we go.
You've done a great deal in a small time span. Still, I am not one to squander my investments. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
Okay, I think that was it. That was very... It had a few good ideas in it, especially with the... where you grab the ball and then it slows everything down, which could have been used like as a better game mechanic for more puzzles, if you know what I mean. It was only used once or twice. It could have been like the whole basis of the whole thing, and it was also a bit confusing just generally, which is fine. Like, I know it's supposed to be kind of a cryptic, puzzle map, which is cool. Again, the combat seems, well, not pointless, but the fact that there was just a few Combine soldiers standing about and you had weapons and the upgraded gravity gun was just confusing. I think either stick with the weapons or stick with the the gravity gun. I mean, you don't need both, but that's just what I think. Okay, defense in depth. Okay, so I can see zombies, which I can't kill because I don't have any weapons and I need some. Okay, so we'll have a look over here. Something tells me we're on a hill and we can't get up. Okay, so I guess we're probably going to run somewhere. I mean... I don't know what these guys are doing. There's two pools, however. Oh. Yeah, this is... Now, for those of you asking me to turn my torch on, it's having minimal effect here. So is this what we're supposed to be doing? Trying to kill zombies with bikes? It appears so. So that bike was actually the entire game mechanic. Come on. Why is he not dying? I guess this guy's like pretty tough. Yeah, again, my torch is having minimal effect, but I'll hopefully turn up the brightness actually in rendering. Yeah, I can hear that back masked vocal again, or whatever, the voice. just keep charging up. I can see there's another guy up there. So yeah, this map, it's atmospheric, but you know, it lacks a lot of direction basically. And it's very dark as well. So what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? It's difficult to tell if it's night or day. Or if we're in some other weird dimension. Right, so that guy didn't change. Ah, now I see he's turned a bit blue. Which is odd. Now, how are we supposed to get up there? It looks like we can actually get up somewhere, I just can't find the route to go. So, we'll keep searching. So up here, does it lead to anywhere? Doesn't look like it. The only other place I can think of is up here. Maybe can we get up there? Because I mean, I tried to get up here, but it didn't. You know, it was. Yeah, it's definitely not there. Maybe it's back here and we just haven't found the door yet. Apparently not. Yeah, so I am lost here. No idea where I'm supposed to go. Now there's a post around here, which means we should be able to get up here. Oh, out there. You see, I can't seem to tell. You know what I mean, where... And there's zombies in there. There's a jumping puzzle, but then where would we go after that? I may have to cheat here. I think I might have to stop this and, you know, try it again later. Yeah, I really don't know. I had looked for ages and there was nothing. Maybe it was really obvious, but I killed them and then that was it basically. Like a little bit of blue came over the guy, but I don't know. This is called Nova Perspektive. Right. There's a small bit of stairs. Obviously this is because we're going to look at it from a different perspective. Oh, should we have stayed in there? Right, okay. That makes sense. Ah, we can see the stairs. They're actually on the you know, where they should be. And now they're actually on the thing. This is that's quite cool. There's a door. We look at the door. I guess we go like that. And the door is... Wait, what? I thought the door was moved. I know what we're gonna do here. Ah, there we go. And now it's gone and it's moved into here. now we need to go up here. It's not very user friendly, but hey ho. Maybe we didn't keep it long enough. There we go. There we go. That's cool. That's cool. I like it. I actually do. Now, it's just like from here, the map just needs to be slightly more, you know, or it needs to take it to the next level. So we can actually look about it ourselves. I wasn't aware of that. Oh wow, we can just pick it up and... Ah! We have to find the perspective. Or is that stupid of me? Oh, it's not! That is decent. I like that. Oh, that's it. Oh, that was a really good idea. I'm not going to lie. I know people might criticise me for that and say, oh, well, it's not actually a good idea at all. And then they'll try and like slander my name all over the place by you know, making me look bad. But like, honestly, I don't know if that was just like, you know, came out of nowhere, but thank you for making that. I mean, yeah, obviously it wasn't the map itself wasn't solid enough for it to be any like fun, but it was interesting, definitely, and it, you know, it was really good idea. So I think that would work a lot better if it was a bigger map. I mean, I'm not saying that that map was like, you know, the greatest by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a really good original idea. At least I think it's original, and I certainly haven't seen it before. So yeah, thank you.